Pretty.
See, I wish people put this on their windshield.
More information about it so you know what you were looking at.
Yeah, but I don't care if it doesn't have any information. Just at least put the year and what type of car it is. Well, I mean, you can obviously tell what type of car it is. I wish you could buy this.
Some of them are for sale. I've seen a few for sale signs.
Yeah.
I did hear a little squeal.
Alright, so today's vlog post is going to be about the local car show here in Eaton Rapids on Wednesday nights. People just cruise in, bring their classic cars, their custom cars, and just hang out on Main Street and show them off. So I'm down here shooting them with the Pin F and the 17mm. And boy, there's some beautiful cars here tonight. So basically I'm focusing a lot on details on the cars, the badges, name badges like this Cutlass here. You know, focusing on the name badge on it, chrome accents, the things that make cars like this. You know, they don't do this stuff anymore with cars. So Carter and I have looked at probably 20 or 30 cars so far. And I'm using color profile 2, I think. Let me see here. Actually, color profile 3, sorry. A lot of nice bright color with these cars. So I'll find a car that I haven't shot yet and just kind of show you my approach to shooting them. A lot of it's about skewed perspectives and, like I said, the chrome accents or the things that make them unique. Man, we're on the wrong side of the road now. I'll find something though, something that catches my eye. Nothing yet. Alright, this Cutlass, I like the color of this Cutlass. Okay, so the S badging here on this Cutlass, I'm going to get in nice and tight and low. Focus on the badge, bring the camera focus up some. So that way I get a lot of hood in the shot. The leading lines of the V in the hood come right down to the badging. That's a Grand National Carter. There's not a lot of these cars. They were made very limited production, so, and they're fast. So there's not a lot of them. Most people usually know what number their car is too, because it was limited production, yeah. Alright, trying to find another car up here. Actually, I know what I want to shoot. I want to go back across the street to this VW bus. Carter likes the bus. Alright. Let's see if I can get a forward on shot of it. There was a car here earlier, so I couldn't. earlier, so I couldn't get it. All the shots so far are wide open at f1.8. Shallow depth of field is being heavily used for these. Again, just to kind of separate out all the details. Like the badging again. Trying to time out all the badge shots so there's not a car in the background. Or did you want to go see the green Camaro and the yellow Mustang? You want to see the old black and red car? Good call. Yeah, but you don't see a lot of those, do you? Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have the fuzzy dice.
One has like, look at it.
Look at that. Holy crap. That's pretty sharp. Wow, that was pretty wild.
I thought we saw that part.
I haven't seen that one before.
But I have.
You have?
Okay. Not like around here, but well here.
Super cool.
Can you take a picture like?
Yeah, the ornament.
Yeah.
No, it's a Ford Falcon too. Man. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Everyone, she wants to look at
Excuse me. So things like this hood, not exactly common on a modern car.
What is
And
this? That's like a little over 10.
gotta get those badges. Falcon, Cutlass, Fury. I don't know, whatever else we saw. We saw so many cars. But that's about it. I think I'll discuss some of the shots when we get back to the house. Kind of talk about what I shot, why I shot it, and how I shot it. And that'll be it.
Is that one right there? I think
So that's wrapping up today down here. And I'll talk more when I get home. Alright, so I'm back home now and sitting in front of the computer ready to start working on some photos. Like I said, when I was down at the car show, Pen F 17mm f1.8. It's kind of my standard, always with me setup. I did have the 8mm f1.8 fisheye and still the Voigtlander 42.5 with me. That's just what was left over in the bag from the other day. So I'm going to turn this camera off and finish the rest of the vlog from within ScreenFlow. So I'll be doing basically a screen share with, you know, me in the bottom corner, just going over the photos that I took. So sit tight. Let's do this. Hey, what's going on, you guys? So just like I said, this portion of the vlog, I guess, is going to be done straight from the iMac. And I guess I can probably get rid of that that text document there. So going through the whole process here. Card is still in the camera. We'll pop that bad boy out. And So underneath my iMac, I've got this Transcend. It's like a USB hub, USB 3 hub, actually. And I've got a USB 3 SD card and micro SD card reader already plugged into the Transcend hub. No Thunderbolt here. I'm not made of money yet. Maybe someday. So plug in the SD card. This application called Fiwi should launch and do exactly what you saw right there. It should pop up 2 Finder windows for me. This is just my workflow. You know, I think I've shown it before on a vlog maybe. And if I haven't, hello, this is my this is my workflow. I don't do it from within Lightroom. It's just a thing that I've got going. It's just kind of the way I did it from the get-go, and it just stuck. So I'm not changing up the routine at all. So basically, I'm just gonna call this one Car Show. Ooh, not show. I'm not a touch-to-type person on these little tiny Mac Bluetooth keyboards, so sorry, that's just how it is. So then I usually just date it, you know, whatever the date was, after I give it a an appropriate title. That helps me locate it based on event, and then also I can sort it by date. I've got some photos from yesterday's photo walk that I shot in upside down mode. So yeah, those will go in there too. It doesn't matter. I'm probably not gonna have to search for them for any specific reason. But anyway, so you can see there are RAW and JPEG files here because I like taking advantage of the color profiles on the Pen F. Just like freaking over the moon for these color profiles, especially with what I was shooting tonight. These cars have very cool colors in their paint jobs. So cold water, baby. All right, so basically images have been transferred. It doesn't matter which side I eject the card from. I'm just going to close both of these Finder windows out. All right, so we'll open up Lightroom. If you see me keep looking to the left here, there's a secondary 27-inch display over there. So I don't know how I would even manage ScreenFlow recording both screens at once. It would be annoying. And out of Chicago photo. So this is, I believe her name is Catherine. She was on the photo walk that I led to Millennium Park, and I was goofing around with the 8mm f1.8 and just shot her shooting the bean. Yeah, and she wanted a copy of it, so there it is. All right, so basically now I'm just going to import these photos. And let's see, so I don't have it pre-opened to that area. I'm not going to take the time to keyword it right now because I don't want this video to be like a million years long. But normally I would just keyword. Just got my pre-set up copyright deal over here. Anyways, I'm just wasting time. Let me just get the damn pictures in, right? Wow, those are importing. So I'm previewing over on the secondary display. So if I keep looking over here, again, apologies. I just kind of want to have a look at that one's cool. How these turned out. And I want to see that one. Yeah, I love the color profiles on the Pen F. And these are all shot. The ones I'm looking at were shot with the Voigtlander 42.5. That one's a little too soft for me. That one's better. Okay, so let's go through some of the photos that I shot today. Go into the develop module so you guys can actually see like a full screen shot. So Volkswagen bus. This is my son actually reflected here. I just had him stand there so I could throw him in the reflection. I'm just going to kind of skim through and see which images I like. This Cadillac was redonkulously awesome. Yeah. So, okay, I'll talk about this shot a little bit. I like this one. For me, a lot of automotive photos are all about like an elongated perspective, you know, so shooting from low along the profile of the car, finding the long lines on the car. So in this case, we've got the chrome trim that would line the edge of this quarter panel, and where the top of the quarter panel and the hood meet, there's this beautiful chrome accent that runs all the way down the length of it that's got a raised fin on it. And it's actually like looks like an emblem embossed into it. I don't know. It's just Yeah, ridiculously cool. So I like that one. And this would kind of go, you know, along the lines of what I was saying, you know, about shooting down the profile of the car, down the length of the car, getting that stretched out perspective. There's a pickup truck in the background, the white one. So you'll notice that the next shot, he's in it again. And I don't like that, either one of those, so neither one of those will probably get used by me. So this is color profile 3, by the way. So these colors are just like crazy bright. And here I stopped down the camera. I didn't stop it down. Sorry, I'm shooting wide open. But I set the exposure value to, I think, -1. Yeah, -1 is what I ended up setting it to here. So, too much, too bright. Background's completely blown out. Perfect. And the colors are so deep and rich. And so for a shot like this, you know, for me, the steering wheel is just, there's nothing like a classic car. I don't even know what to say. So I'm going to end up cropping this photo, and I've been playing around a lot lately with like these 16:9 aspect ratios. And I think that this one's going to fit really good as a 16:9. I'm not going to letterbox it. I've been doing a little bit of that too. So cropping to a 16:9 aspect ratio and letterboxing, you know, the black band at the top and the bottom to give it kind of this cinematic feel. But the colors in this are just so bright and contrasty. I don't think that cinematic is the look that would fit this. So I'm just going to stick with just a straight 16:9 crop. And the reason being that, that this will make a sweet wallpaper. Yeah, so there's that. I'm just going to shoot this one out and save it. And I always, name my images. So this one might sound a little, I don't know, a little R-rated, but I always name them the first thing that kind of comes to me, you know, that just expresses, you know, what I see or how it feels. And so I call this one Red Hot and Wet. And wet meaning that it's dripping with color and the paint was just so glossy and it just looked like a wet paint job. So it's, anyways, it's not a Freudian thing, okay? It's really not. So the gentleman came back to the car while we were looking at it and was getting ready to leave. And I knew that the minute he got in, he's going to put his foot on the brake and start the car. So I was waiting for that so I could get the tail lights lit up. And this is purposely skewed. And normally I'm not like a skew the camera kind of person. It's not really my vibe, but it just kind of, I like that kind of wonky feel to this, you know? I don't know. And this one is just going to be, I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to, actually I won't even export it out. Well, you know what? I'll export it. Normally I wouldn't export a JPEG like this unless I've altered it, you know, like cropped it or something like that. Because why make another JPEG of a JPEG? But I'm going to do it this way just so that I know it's in my exports folder so I can find it quickly, and it'll get shared at the end of this video so you guys can see them like full screen, what they look like. So name it, export it. We do have a little video here, and I don't know if this works or not. So let me try this. I don't know if it'll play or not. In ScreenFlow, we'll see. Yeah, okay. Anyways. So that was him pulling away. And I had a little history lesson for my son and explained to him that on the back of this old hot rod here that this is the trunk, and it looks like an old trunk. Hence that's where the term comes from, because the trunk used to actually be outside the car and carried this way. Very cool. I didn't shoot a lot of black and white, but there were, if you can hear that car outside, the whole town is just rumbling with hot rods right now. So this is an old Dart, and I don't know, for some reason it was just screaming to me to shoot it in mono profile 2, really grainy, got a nice vignette going, and I just think it kind of fit the car. So I'm gonna shoot out a copy of this. I guess I'm just making duplicates of all these JPEGs. So this car was, there's no other word other than to say that it was just straight up ridiculous. Had a huge blower on it and wheelie bars, and it's just a monster of a car. This gentleman obviously races this car. My son said, I don't think I would like a car like that because it has that big thing and you can't see when you're going down the road. I said he only needs to see a quarter mile at a time. So much chrome and anodized red and blue fittings. Super sweet car. So again, you know, this is the perspective shot, you know, the kind of get down low and shoot along a line. It really doesn't even show through in this, but this car had ghost flames painted on it, and it was just this beautiful green. This is the money shot for me. And this one, again, is going to get that 16:9 crop just because there's too much building up in the background that I really don't think contributes anything to the image. But I like that framing. There we go. So here it is, this super sexy emerald green ghost flamed out Oldsmobile. And another thing, and I mention it, you know, when I'm walking with the camera there, badging. I'm all about the badging, you know, the label of the car. What kind of car is this? So that even if it's just this little detail shot, you know what kind of car it was. Don't see a whole lot of El Caminos around, at least in these parts anyways. So it was kind of cool to see this one. And I am just going to adjust that just a little bit there. There we go. I like that. Again, these are all you see. Everyone I'm touching is the JPEG. You know, I'm not even touching the raw files. I'm so happy with these custom color profiles. Awesome. The next black and white that I did was this Barracuda, and I don't know that necessarily was the right approach to it or not, you know. I mean, I've got the color, but it is just like this creamy white, so you're not really losing a whole lot by black and white, but I don't know that I like the black and white treatment that I used versus one of my pre-baked presets. And actually this will be like an Instagram square. No, I don't like that crop either. So, I don't know. I'm probably not going to do anything with it. Not happy with it. So, what do we got here? Ford Deluxe. Oh, yeah. This car. That's what I was after. So, he had a replica of his vehicle sitting on the dash, and wait till you see the exterior. The interior is sharp, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful, beautiful truck, but the outside of the truck was wood, and boy, was it pretty. That one. No car in the background there. And I'll crop in tighter on this. So it's all wood. I like that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I'll tell you what, something that totally made my night was my son Carter, when we were looking at these. So we saw two brand new Corvette Stingrays, probably 2015 and 2016 Stingrays. And he said he liked the old cars better. It's a good job, Carter. No, I just love that bus. Again, you know, the branding or badging on the vehicle. There we go. Nice. And a lot of these people had props in the back of their car, period items, that kind of things you might have found in cars of that time period. Then there was this guy. Holy crap. I don't even know. I mean, it was new. Like, this car, the engine was new. I don't even know what this is. This is totally 100% badass custom. Oh, but it was sharp. Really sharp. And I guess that's probably about it. I don't have a whole lot else in here. I've got this hood ornament from this Ford that I really liked. But the hood here was actually tilted straight up and down so that you could see into the engine bay. So I had to almost get down on the ground and shoot up with the camera. But actually, it kind of turned out pretty sweet. It's super contrasty. Now we'll shoot it out. It's just trippy looking. I almost wrote trippy looking. And last one. Yeah, I like that. I'm not even going to touch it. It's a lot of images. That's a whole lot, actually. All right, so I'll tell you what. I'm not going to worry about that right this minute. So that was it, you guys. That's kind of me just rushing through some images that I took tonight. Hopefully somewhat interesting. I don't know. Probably not the most interesting thing you've ever seen. But, it's just kind of part of my day. It was fun to get down there with my son, walk around among some really cool classic cars, and be able to shoot them. Yeah. It's a good night tonight. Good night for me, anyways. I think this vlog post worked. I didn't have to shoot it 10 times to make it happen. So I'll probably see you guys tomorrow, and then Friday. Man, I'm off of work for quite a while. I will try really hard to vlog, and if I don't vlog, subscribe to my Facebook page, MacDonald Photo. I'll put the link below, because I think I'll start doing some live broadcasts from that. So when we're out camping and I can't vlog necessarily, then maybe I'll just do some live Facebook broadcasts and fill in that way. That is the 4th of July weekend here in the States, so I took off from work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days in a row with no work. Can't wait. So you guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. I think I'll see you tomorrow.